Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the Angry channel, and today is September 3rd. The NFL season kicks off tomorrow with the Eagles versus Cowboys. So I thought, you know what, might as well make some NFL predictions. I'm going to be doing all the records for all the teams, my AFC, NFC championships, and the Super Bowl. So let's get right into it. Alright, we're going to be starting off with the AFC East, and number one in the AFC East will be the Buffalo Bills. They're just electric right now. Josh Allen, like, everyone thought the Bills were going to be terrible. They're like really amazing, and looking at their schedule, they're going to be absolutely godly and demolish everyone. So yeah, 15-2 and easily the AFC East champions. Number two in the AFC East, the New England Patriots at 8-9. They definitely downgraded ever since they got rid of Brady, but yeah, they are still an okay team. Like, honestly, like, some of their roster moves are kind of questionable. But I do think the Patriots can still be somewhat good. Like, I don't know, maybe they'll go like 9-8 or something, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs either way. Number three, the Miami Dolphins. Personally, Miami Dolphins kind of suck. I think like all the AFC teams kind of suck except for the Bills. Patriots used to be good for like 20 years, but then they got rid of Brady. But yeah, Dolphins still always kind of mid. They'll be better than the Jets, obviously, but when we'll get to them. But yeah, 6-11. I never think they're going to be that good anytime soon. And of course, mentioning the Jets, they're going to be 4-13. They got rid of Aaron Rodgers, gave it to the Steelers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a good player, but he kind of just screwed the Jets over. But honestly, I don't think the Jets are even going to get better from it. So yeah, 4-13. Now moving on to the AFC North, and number one is going to be the powerhouse Baltimore Ravens. They got Lamar Jackson. They got a bunch of amazing players. They really just need to learn how to win the playoffs. Honestly, they can win the Super Bowl. They just need to learn how to win a playoff game. Number two, the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, the Bengals are really good outside of their defense. Their defense is what really holds them down. But they also have Joe Burrow, who was doing amazing in the preseason. And their offense is godly. All they really need to do is just say, screw the defense, we're just going to outscore you, and then they'll be good. Number three, we have the Steelers, 9-8. Wow, big surprise. They got Aaron Rodgers, who I think will be pretty good. But I mean, it's also his last year. He confirmed it's going to be his last year, so I don't know how washed he's going to be. And also, it's just the Steelers anyway, and they've been making a ton of moves, but I don't know if they're not all going to be good. Also, I think they're actually going to miss the playoffs because I actually used a website to keep track of all of the games and records, so I didn't have to crumple them all into one giant list and just accidentally write weird records. And yeah, the Steelers actually might not make the playoffs due to other records, which I mean I'll get into, but yeah, 9-8 Steelers. If they get lucky, they can be wildcard filler, but then lose because it's the Steelers. And then last in the NFC North, the Cleveland Browns, 2-15. Yeah, they're terrible. They were terrible last year. They went 3-14 last year. They're going to be terrible this year. They cannot play well. They really just cannot play well. I don't think the people in Cleveland even like them. They're all going to Cincinnati. I do want to say they have potential because they honestly do, but yeah, they're just not good. Moving on to the AFC South, number one is going to be the Texans at 12-5. Now, to be honest, the AFC South kind of sucks. The Texans are the only okay team. I do think they're going to be 12-5 based off how they did last year. They ended up making to the divisional rounds. But yeah, and they did make some roster moves that I think looked okay, but still not going to be really much. I think they might be either wild card or divisional round filler. They're not going to be Super Bowl contenders. Number two is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, earlier in the offseason, I thought they would get 8, maybe even 9 wins, but no, I think they're going to get 7-10 because honestly, they are a very good and talented team, but their schedule is just not really good for them, and they're just not really good enough to actually beat the really good teams. So yeah, I'm gonna have them stick at 7-10. Number three, we have the Colts. Honestly, I don't really know a lot about the Colts, but from what I kind of just went off their past records, and I don't think they're really gonna improve too much. Mainly because I did look at some of their moves, and I don't really know a lot about them. But the player stats, honestly, also are around the same. So I think they're gonna be 4-13. And then number four is going to tie the Colts with the Titans, 4-13. Honestly, they got Cam Ward. Honestly, the rest of the Titans team sucks. Cam Ward is an actually decent and talented quarterback, but I really think it's all the other players that just kind of hold him back. If their rest of the team was actually decent, they'd probably have like 7, maybe even 8 wins. But it's the Titans, so I had to go 4-13. But I do think they can get talented, and they will definitely get better in the future if they keep Cam Ward. Now we have the AFC West, and number 1 is going to be the Chiefs at 14-3. I really don't want to talk about this that much. It's the Chiefs. They have Mahomes. They have great defenses. Shout outs to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift for getting married, even though that really only makes me not like them more. But yeah, they're a really good team, though it really makes you question how good they actually are with the refs on them. Number 2, we have the Broncos at 13-4. Like, the Broncos are highly underrated. They honestly could have won the Bills game last year in the wild card, but their defense just didn't really do anything notable. But I think they should be able to learn from that, and they can do way better. 13-4. Though they probably still be wild card filler, because maybe divisional round filler, because the other teams are just really good and there's a good amount of contenders. But if they made the championship game, they would probably not make the Super Bowl, and if they did make the Super Bowl, they would lose in a landslide. Number 3, we have the Chargers at 12-5. You can see this is also another very stacked division. The Chargers, very good. Like, honestly, their roster moves were very good. I think they're going to be very good. How many times am I going to say very good? Anyway, like, yeah, Chargers, really, I don't want to say good. Oh, my God. Should I just move on? I'm just going to move on. Chargers, 12-5, make playoffs. And then on the other end of the spectrum, number 4, the Raiders, 2-15. They're the Raiders. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. I'm pretty sure people in Las Vegas don't even bet on the Raiders winning. That's how bad they are. But, I mean, yeah, they in the past, they were really good, and they are probably going to be even worse than they were last year. They'll probably get better soon, but not this year. However, now we are going to move on to the NFC, and starting with the NFC East. And in number 1, we have best team in the NFL. I don't think this is really going to be a shock at all. Even if I was not an Eagles fan, I'd have them doing really good. I mean, come on, they won the Super Bowl. They kind of have to be good. They did lose a bit of their defensive players of free agency, but they're still going to be really good. I don't think they're even going to be any worse than they were last year. However, I am going to have them at 15-2, mainly because Jalen Hurts is getting even better. He is learning more. We have some great backup quarterbacks like Tanner McKee, and we're also getting a lot of good players too. And yeah, it's going to be a really good year, and I think we might even make the Super Bowl again. Number 2 in the NFC East, we're going to have the Commanders at 13-4. Jaden Daniels was very good last year. He's going to be very good this year too. Probably going to be even better, and the Commanders on his back. Yeah, Commanders, like, defense and offense, they know how to play very well. So, yeah, 13-4, and they are going to be very good. Jaden Daniels might actually be MVP material. And then in third, we have the Cowboys, who just shot themselves in the foot like 15 times by getting rid of Micah Parsons, and they're going to go 6-11. Like, on their team, they are good. Like, their team is good, but, like, their defense can't play. Like, I think their quarterback is their only alright, decent player. I still think they can be good enough to go 6-11, but I mean, bro, you got rid of like a superstar defensive player. I don't even know what position he played. But yeah, I do not think the Cowboys are going to be good. And I do think the Eagles are going to beat them in both of their games, including week 1. I'm looking forward to that so much. And then in number 4, we have the Giants going 3-14 again. I really don't think they're even a good team at all. They have talent. They definitely know how to play, but like, really, just how good are they at actually playing? And plus, their like schedule isn't even that good. So yeah, 3-14. And now we have the NFC North, and number 1 is not really surprising, the Lions at 12-5, because I mean, last year the Lions went 15-2, and yeah, you can't really blame them for being that good. They just kind of shot themselves in the foot in the divisional game. And honestly, I think they are going to be a little bit worse, just because like some of their players are gone. Like, if you have a 15-2 team and you get rid of your players, even if they're like not that good, you're most likely going to be worse. So yeah, 12-5 Lions. Number 2, we have the Vikings at 12-5. Yeah, like the Vikings are like very underrated. I feel like I don't really see a lot of talk about the Vikings, mainly because they are kind of just wild card filler. But during the regular season, they are really good. Like, last year they went, I think it was 13, was it 13-4 or 14? I think it was 13-4. Like, they are really good. They had like one of the biggest comebacks in NFL history a few years ago. Like, I think the Minnesota Vikings, a very good football team, and they will be playoff contenders. And then number 3, we have the Packers, who I thought I would have them higher, but looking at their schedule, I don't think I really can put them higher. 11-6. However, they will not make the playoffs because, like I said, I was using a website, and according to the tracking, they will not make the playoffs because of all the other high-ranked teams. Honestly, I don't think that's even true at all. I think they can definitely make the playoffs. They are a really good team. Jordan Love, all of their offensive, defensive players. They just got Micah Parsons, but they only give up 2 first-round picks. So yeah, really good team. And I do kind of have a grudge against them because of the tush push ban. I'm an Eagles fan, but yeah. So I do think the Packers have playoff material. I think they have Super Bowl material, honestly. Like, as much as I don't like to say it, they could make the Super Bowl. I don't think they would have enough to win it, but I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes for them. And then last place, no surprising, the Bears, 2-15 actually. Again, another stacked division, and I don't think their schedule really helps them at all. And I'm kind of keeping this one short, I know, but yeah, 2-15. The Bears, they just don't really know how to play well. And they can, but just they never really do it. And now the NFC South, we have the Buccaneers at 12-5. I'm surprised the Buccaneers actually didn't play that well last year. I think they had more potential, and I think they will do good this year, but they're probably just gonna be a wild card filler. Number 2 is the Falcons at 6-11. Honestly, the NFC South kind of sucks outside the Buccaneers, but even then they're only just kind of mid. The Falcons are decently good. They went I think 8-9. They're kind of mid, but I think with their recent moves, I don't think they're gonna really be any sort of better. But I also don't think there will be any sort of worse. Their schedule also kind of screws them up. So yeah, 6-11. Number 3, the Panthers at 5-12. Again, Panthers also really mid. They kind of they don't really have a chance to get any better. I do think they have more potential, but it's just not gonna happen for them. And then last place is the Saints, 2-15. They suck. I don't think they really have any potential to get any better. I think they actually might be the worst team in the NFL this year. I'm sorry. But yeah, they just don't have anything to provide, and they really just don't know how to get better. So yeah, I have them at 2-15. And then for the final division, we have the NFC West, and number 1 is going to be the Rams at 14-3. Honestly, I did not think they would be this high, but Jared Goff, all of their players, they are really good. If as long as they play well, as long as they play just a bit well, they know how to win a lot of games. And do I need to take speech therapy again? They have a really stacked roster, and they can get it done. Number 2, the 49ers, with a significant upgrade from last year, 13-4. I don't even know why they played so bad last year. They are not that bad. I'm pretty sure they even got better, and they have a new Brock Purdy contract. Honestly, the 49ers, probably not Super Bowl contenders, but definitely championship contenders, in my opinion. Number 3, we have the Seahawks with a big difference, 5-12. Again, I don't really know much about them, but I think they're kind of just one of those teams that they have a lot of potential, but they just don't really know what to do with it. So I think they can get better soon, but hopefully they need to make sure that they do not get worse, which is kind of the big deal about them. So yeah, 5-12. And then last place is going to be the Cardinals at 4-13. They're one of the worst teams in sports history. Yeah, I know I said history, but this year I do think they have potential. Any team between 4 and 7 wins have a lot of potential, but they just don't know what to do with it. I don't think they're going to be well this year. 4-13. Now for the really good stuff. My Super Bowl 60 predictions. For my AFC contender, this is one of the hardest things to figure out. It was honestly between 3 major choices: the Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens. They're all pretty obvious, but in the end, I ended up going with the Ravens. Mainly because, the Chiefs, yeah, they're really good, but I don't think they're they can only downgrade this year. It's just inevitable at this point. And then the Bills, yeah, really, really godly, but I don't think they can handle the Ravens. I had the Bills and Ravens going up against in the conference championship game, and I think the Ravens would just have them in a heartbeat with Lamar Jackson and their great offensive and defensive players. I don't think Josh Allen could handle it. So yeah, I have the Ravens in the AFC. And for the NFC team, I had another 3-way split. My Philadelphia Eagles, the Commanders, and the Lions. I ended up going with my Eagles because this was a bit of an easier one. Like, they're all also really good teams. I had the Eagles and wait, no. Was it the Command? No, it was the Eagles and Lions going in the championship game. But the Commanders would definitely be, like, they could make it. They definitely could make it in real life. But I had my Eagles making it, so I believe the Super Bowl matchup will be Ravens versus Eagles. A bird-on-bird matchup. This would be absolute peak. But the real question is, who will win the Super Bowl? And after a bit of analyzing and just going off stats, I am going with my Philadelphia Eagles repeating in the Super Bowl. Let's go. Because, look, the Ravens, they're amazing. They're a great team. Their fans are great too. But, man, the Eagles are just something different. I don't think a team that went like 12-5 last year can beat a team that went 14-3 last year. They should have gone. Okay, I gotta be completely honest. The Eagles should have gone like at least 16-1 last year. Like, if I was one of those Philly fans, I would say 17-0. But no, I would say 16-1. Like, I tried to be as non-biased as I could in all of this. But I do believe my Eagles will be able to get it done again. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.